Don't ignore this feeling. This message could be the answer you've been waiting for. My child, I know the shaking you are feeling. I see the confusion that has entered your days, the uncertainty that has wrapped itself around your nights, and the questions that echo in your heart when life no longer looks the way you expected it to look. You planned, you hoped, you believed things would unfold in a certain order, but suddenly the path was interrupted. The familiar was removed. The comfortable was shaken. The future that once felt clear now seems clouded. Yet hear me clearly. Nothing in your life is falling apart. It is falling into my hands. When disruption comes, you often think something has gone wrong. You assume delay means denial, loss means abandonment, and change means destruction. But I tell you, I am the God who works most powerfully in moments that feel most unstable. I am not absent in the storm. I am sovereign over it. I do not merely observe disruption. I use it. I do not waste chaos. I transform it into purpose. What you call interruption, I call redirection. What you call delay, I call preparation. What you call collapse, I call construction at a deeper level. I allowed the sea to stand before my people and the army behind them, not to destroy them, but to reveal my power. I allowed Joseph to be betrayed, sold, imprisoned, and forgotten, not because my plan had failed, but because my plan was unfolding. I allowed the cross to stand in front of my son, not because darkness had won, but because salvation was about to be born. Every great miracle in your scriptures was preceded by a great disruption. Every divine elevation was preceded by divine shaking. Every new beginning required the ending of something familiar. You are not in a season of punishment. You are in a season of positioning. I am moving pieces you cannot yet see. I am closing doors you were not meant to walk through, even though they looked beautiful to you. I am breaking routines that kept you comfortable but small. I am disturbing patterns that limited your growth. I am dismantling structures that could not carry the weight of the future I am about to place upon you. You ask me, why now, Lord? Why this change? Why this loss? Why this uncertainty? And I whisper to your spirit, because what is coming requires a new foundation. What is coming demands a deeper faith. What is coming needs a stronger you. I am not cruel. I am careful. I do not remove things to leave you empty. I remove them to make room. I do not strip you to shame you. I strip you to clothe you with something greater. I do not take away your support to abandon you. I take it away so you will learn to lean fully on me. Disruption exposes what was hidden. It reveals where your trust truly lies. It shows you whether your faith was in my promises or in your plans, in my presence or in people, in my word or in your own understanding. When everything is calm, anyone can say they trust me. But when the ground shakes and the future is uncertain, your heart learns what it really believes. And in that place of trembling, I draw you closer, not to condemn you, but to teach you that I am unshakable. I am the God who speaks order into chaos. In the beginning, the earth was without form and void, and darkness covered the deep. But I didn't run from the disorder. I spoke into it. Light was born out of darkness. Beauty emerged from emptiness. Life came forth from what looked formless. And today I'm still speaking over your chaos. I'm still calling light into your confusion, direction into your uncertainty, hope into your fear. The same voice that created the universe is the voice that is guiding your steps, even when you cannot see the path. Do not measure my faithfulness by how stable your circumstances feel. Measure it by how faithfully I sustain you in the middle of them. You are still standing, because I am still holding you. You are still breathing because I am still working. You are still believing because my spirit is still stirring your heart. The storm has not taken you under because my hand is still upon you. The fire has not consumed you because I am walking with you in the flames. In times of disruption, I am teaching you to listen differently. When everything is quiet, my voice can be drowned out by your own plans and desires. But when life becomes loud and uncertain, your soul becomes attentive. You begin to seek me, not for what I can give you, but for who I am. You begin to understand that I am not just the God of provision, but the God of presence. Not just the God of miracles, but the God of moments. Not just the God of destinations, but the God of the journey. You worry about what you have lost, but I am focused on what you are becoming. You grieve the old season, but I am preparing you for a new one. You look back with longing, but I am calling you forward with purpose. What you thought was the end is actually a doorway. What you thought was a setback is a setup for something greater than you have imagined. What you thought was a breaking is a birthing. Trust me when the road makes no sense. Trust me when the timing feels wrong. Trust me when the answers are delayed. I am not slow. I am precise. I am not confused. I am intentional. I am not absent. I am intimately involved in every detail of your story. I see the connections you cannot see, the protection you do not recognize, the blessings you have not yet encountered. I am using this season to refine your faith, to deepen your prayer, to strengthen your character, and to align your heart with my will. I am teaching you patience when you want speed, surrender when you want control, and peace when you want certainty. I am showing you that your security does not come from stable circumstances, but from a steadfast God. Lift your eyes, my child. Do not let fear interpret your future. Do not let disappointment define your destiny. Do not let delay destroy your hope. I am the author of your story, and I am writing a chapter that will one day make you grateful for every tear you shed, every prayer you whispered, every night you thought you would not survive. You will look back and see that I was guiding you, guarding you, and growing you through every disruption. I am not done with you. This is not the end. This is not failure. This is transition. This is transformation. This is preparation for a glory that is coming. Stand firm. Stay faithful. Keep trusting. The same God who began the work in you will be faithful to complete it. And when the dust settles, when the storm passes, when the new season unfolds, you will testify that even in the disruption, my plan was perfect, my timing was flawless, and my love never failed. And my child, even now, as you wait in the middle of what feels unfinished, I am working in ways your eyes cannot yet perceive. You think you are standing in a pause, but in my kingdom, there is no wasted moment. Every silent season is shaping your spirit. Every unanswered prayer is stretching your faith. Every closed door is protecting you from a future you were not meant to enter. I am weaving together threads you cannot yet see, but soon you will look back and realize that not a single tear fell to the ground without purpose. Do not be afraid of the unfamiliar. I often lead my children into places they have never been, so they can become who they have never been. Comfort keeps you where you are, but calling pulls you forward. Familiarity can become a prison when I am calling you into freedom. I disrupt what is predictable so that you will learn to depend on me, not on patterns, positions, or people. When I remove what you leaned on, it is not to make you fall, but to teach you to stand in my strength. You feel weak. but my power is being perfected in your weakness. You feel small, but I am revealing my greatness through your surrender. You feel uncertain, but I am teaching you to walk by faith and not by sight. When you cannot trace my hand, you can still trust my heart. When the way is unclear, my presence is still near. When your mind is full of questions, my spirit is full of peace. I am pruning you, not punishing you. I am refining you, not rejecting you. I am separating you, not isolating you. What I am removing could not go with you into the next season. What I am allowing to fall away would have become a burden on your future. I am making you lighter so you can run farther. I am making you deeper so you can stand stronger. I am making you quieter inside so you can hear my voice more clearly. Remember, I am the God who brings beauty from ashes, joy from mourning, and strength from brokenness. I specialize in turning graves into gardens and trials into testimonies. What looks like a mess to you is a miracle in the making to me. What feels like confusion is simply a chapter before clarity. What feels like delay is divine alignment. I am arranging circumstances, aligning hearts, and opening paths at the exact moment they need to be opened. Hold on to my promises. Anchor your soul in my word. Let hope rise again in your heart. The night may feel long, but morning is coming. The pressure may feel heavy, but the glory will be greater. The process may feel painful, but the purpose will be worth it. You will not always be in this valley. You will not always feel this uncertainty. You will not always carry these questions. A new season is being prepared, and you are being prepared for it. I am with you in the waiting. I am with you in the shaking. I am with you in the rebuilding. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. My love for you has not changed. My plan for you hasn't failed. My promise over your life still stands. And when you finally step into what I have been preparing, you will understand why I had to disrupt what was, so I could establish what will be. So rest in me. Trust my timing. Surrender your fears. Lay your future in my hands. For I am your God, and I am working all things together for your good. Even now, especially now, and even as you listen to these words, my spirit is ministering to the deepest places of your heart. I know the weariness you carry, the silent battles no one else sees, the prayers you have prayed so many times that your voice has grown tired, but your hope still refuses to die. I know the questions you ask in the quiet moments. Lord, how long? Lord, why this way? Lord, when will it change? And I tell you, my child, I am not delaying to hurt you. I am preparing to bless you in a way that will leave no doubt that it was my hand and not human strength. I am teaching you to trust me when you cannot control outcomes. I am teaching you to rest when your mind wants to race ahead. I am teaching you to believe my word even when your feelings try to contradict it. Faith is not built in comfort. It is forged in uncertainty. Hope is not born when everything is clear. It is born when everything seems unclear, yet you still choose to believe that I am good. There are doors I am about to open that require a deeper humility. There are blessings I am about to release that require a stronger character. There are assignments I am about to give that require a quieter ego and a more surrendered heart. So I am working within you before I work around you. I am aligning your desires with my will. I am shaping your thoughts with my truth. I am anchoring your identity in my love, so that when the winds of change blow, you will not be shaken. Do not compare your journey with another's. Their path is not your path. Their timing is not your timing. I write each story with precision, and I know exactly where every chapter belongs. What I am doing in you is unique, intentional, and necessary. The delay you see is not denial, it is divine orchestration. I am setting the stage for something that will glorify my name and bring healing, restoration, and testimony through your life. One day, you will look back at this season and realize that what felt like confusion was actually guidance. What felt like loss was actually protection. And what felt like waiting was actually preparation. You will see that I was closing certain chapters, not to erase your past, but to free your future. You will understand that every tear watered the soil of your growth, and every prayer you whispered in weakness released strength you did not know you had. So don't lose heart. Don't let discouragement silence your praise. Do not let fear steal your expectation. Keep your eyes on me, not on the waves. Keep your heart anchored in my promises, not in shifting circumstances. I am leading you, even when the path is narrow. I am guiding you, even when the light seems dim. I am holding you, even when you feel like you are barely holding on. I am the God who finishes what he starts. I am the God who keeps his word. I am the God who turns disruption into destiny, trials into triumph, and waiting into worship. And as you walk through this season, know this with certainty. You are not alone, you are not forgotten, and you are not behind. You are exactly where my hand has placed you, and exactly where my love will carry you forward. Trust me, I am working, I am faithful, and my plan for you is still unfolding in perfect time. And as the days unfold, and you walk through moments that still feel uncertain, remember this: I am not only the God of your destination, I am the God of your process. I am not only waiting for you at the end of the journey, I am walking with you in every step along the way. I see when your faith wavers, and I see when your hope flickers, but I also see the courage in your heart that chooses to trust me again and again, even when you do not understand. My child, I am training your spirit to recognize my voice above the noise of fear. I am teaching your heart to remain calm in the middle of change. I am building within you a peace that does not depend on circumstances, a confidence that does not depend on human approval, and a joy that does not depend on outward stability. This is why I allow the shaking, for what can be shaken will fall, but what is built on me will remain. You are learning to let go of what you cannot control and to rest in the one who controls all things. You are learning that your strength does not come from having all the answers, but from trusting the one who is the answer. You are learning that surrender is not weakness. It is the doorway to my power. When you place your future in my hands, you are placing it in the safest place it could ever be. I know there are moments when you feel alone in your struggle, when it seems like others have moved ahead while you are still waiting. But I tell you, I am not slow, and you are not late. I am arranging everything with divine precision. The same God who ordered the stars in the sky and set the boundaries of the seas is ordering your steps. Nothing is random. Nothing is overlooked. Nothing is beyond my reach. Even the pain you did not choose, even the changes you did not expect, even the doors that closed without explanation, each one is under my authority. I am turning what the enemy meant for harm into something that will strengthen your faith, deepen your compassion, and sharpen your purpose. What tried to break you will become the very testimony that encourages others and glorifies my name. So lift your head, my beloved. Do not let sorrow define your song. Let praise rise from your heart, not because everything is perfect, but because I am faithful. Let gratitude flow, not because the road is easy, but because I am with you on it. The season of disruption will not last forever, but the work I am doing in you will last for eternity. I am leading you into a place where your trust will be stronger than your fear. Your faith will be louder than your doubts, and your hope will be brighter than your past. You will walk in wisdom where you once walked in confusion. You will walk in peace where you once walked in anxiety. You will walk in confidence where you once walked in uncertainty. And when you finally stand in the fullness of what I have promised, you will see that every step, every delay, every tear, and every prayer was part of a divine design. You will know without a shadow of doubt that I was guiding you, guarding you, and growing you through it all. Be still now. Rest your heart in me. Let my peace settle over your spirit. For I am your God, and my plans for you are plans of hope, of restoration, and of a future filled with my glory. Even in times of disruption, my purpose stands, my love remains, and my hand will never let you go. And even now, in the quiet spaces between your prayers and your tears, I am whispering to your heart that I have not forgotten you. I have not overlooked your faithfulness. I have not ignored your waiting. Every step you take in obedience, even when it feels small, even when it feels unnoticed, is precious in my sight. I am the God who sees in secret, and I reward openly in my perfect time. You may feel as though your life has been placed on hold, as though others are moving forward, while you remain in a place of uncertainty. But I tell you, my child, I am not delaying your destiny. I am protecting it. I am not withholding good from you. I am preparing you to receive it without being destroyed by its weight. Some blessings require maturity. Some doors require wisdom. Some callings require a depth of character that can only be formed in seasons of disruption and waiting. I am teaching you to walk by faith when the path is not yet visible. I am teaching you to praise me when the outcome is not yet revealed. I am teaching you to trust my heart when you cannot understand my hand. This is not easy, but it is holy. This is not comfortable, but it is necessary. For what I am building in you will sustain you long after this season has passed. Do not despise this time of hidden growth. Roots grow deep in the dark soil before the tree ever bears fruit. The seed must be buried before it can rise. What feels like being buried is actually being planted. What feels like an ending is actually the beginning of something that will bring life, shade, and fruit to many. I am strengthening your inner being. I am anchoring your identity in my truth. I am teaching you that you are not defined by what you have lost, but by what I have promised. You are not defined by the storm, but by the Savior who calms it. You are not defined by the disruption, but by the destiny I have written over your life. Hold on to me even when your hands feel weak. Lean on me even when your heart feels tired. Call on me even when your voice feels small. My grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in your weakness. My love will carry you when you feel you cannot take another step. There will come a day when the fog will lift, when the pieces will come together, when the questions will find their answers. And in that day, you will see that I was faithful in every moment, gentle in every correction, and precise in every delay. You will see that the disruption was not meant to destroy you, but to develop you, not to end your story, but to deepen it. Until that day, rest in my presence. Let my peace guard your heart and mind. Let my promises be the anchor of your soul. For I am your God, and I am leading you with everlasting love. Even now, in this season of shaking, my plan is unfolding. My hand is guiding, and my purpose is moving you closer to the future I have prepared for you. And now, my beloved, as you come to the end of this message, let your heart rest in this unchanging truth. I am still God, and I am still in control. The disruption you are walking through has not surprised me, has not defeated me, and has not delayed my purpose for your life. What feels uncertain to you is already ordered by me. What feels broken to you is already being rebuilt by my hand. What feels dark to you is already being filled with my light. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the one who was, who is, and who is to come. I started the work in you, and I will surely complete it. Not one promise I have spoken over your life will fall to the ground. Not one prayer you have prayed in faith has been forgotten. Not one tear you have shed in secret has been wasted. I am gathering them all, and I am turning them into a testimony of my faithfulness. So walk forward without fear. Trust my timing without anxiety. Surrender your future without hesitation. Even in times of disruption, my plan is steady, my love is constant, and my purpose is unstoppable. I am leading you, I am covering you, and I am preparing you for a glory that will far outweigh this moment. Be at peace, be strong, be hopeful, for I am your God, and your life is safely held in my hands. Like and share if you believe in God.